This might be the most jaw-dropping luxury home I ever toured in Leander, and wait till you see the size of this primary suite. It's insane. We're stepping inside the Haywick by Toll Brothers, a 4,500 plus square foot stunner here in the Hilltop Master Plan community of Travisso. If space, elegance, and views are atop of your list, you're in for a treat. And stick around to the end. I'll share a pro tip on how you can save thousands when building with a luxury builder like this one. And I help families just like yours relocate, upgrade, or downsize all across Central Texas. And if you're considering a new construction home like this, don't visit the builder alone. I'll help you negotiate the best deal possible, uncover hidden incentives, and make sure you avoid costly mistakes. And if you're even thinking about buying, selling, or relocating, you could call, text, or schedule a time to chat. My info is in the description below. And don't forget my ultimate relocation guide to Austin and surrounding areas. It's yours free. Just click the link in the description below and I'll send it your way. And whether you're a numbers-driven buyer looking for market data, a hard-led buyer chasing your dream home, or a lifestyle buyer searching for the right vibe and community, you're going to want to see what makes this one so special. And hey, if this isn't your dream home, that's okay. I tour homes like this one every single week, and one of them might be just the perfect fit. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And again, I'm Ryan Schwartz, former tech guy turned full-time realtor, and I've helped families move to Austin for nearly a decade, and I'm personally losing over 85 pounds to become a best version of myself. I know a thing or two about transformations, so let's turn this camera around and let's get started. Let's go. you're looking for space, luxury, and an elevated lifestyle in Leander, the Haywick delivers in every way. Over 4,500 square feet, a stunning open layout, soaring ceilings, and that massive primary suite with spa-level finishes. And let's not forget, you're in Travisso, one of the most sought-after hill country communities in Central Texas. And if you're thinking about making a move, I'd love to be your guide. I specialize in helping buyers just like you find the perfect home, negotiate hidden builder incentives, and avoid the biggest mistake people make when building or relocating. And you can grab my free ultimate relocation guide to Austin and surrounding areas for free. Just click the link in the description below. It's packed with everything you need to know before making your move. And if you made it this far in this video, I'd love to hear from you. Would you live here? Or is this one a bit too big? What builders, communities, or floor plans do you want me to tour next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one and use your feedback to plan future tours. And make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss the next video. And of course, call, text, or email me anytime if you want to work together. And remember to stay humble, stay hungry, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.